Start doing push-ups and inverted rows in the same workout for more muscle gains and injury prevention. Right now, I'll go over the benefits and talk about the programming itself. So the first thing I'll say is that with optimal systems, you always want to pair movement patterns. And in this case, we got exactly that. Horizontal push with horizontal pull. And they're both bodyweight movements that yield specific carryover to other forms of calisthenics and just general strength training. You can't go wrong with this combination. We're building the beach muscles from the front, building up that thickness from the rear. Now, what's significant about this combination is the fact that the relative intensity is similar on both levels, meaning if you can do 25 push-ups, you can probably do 25 inverted rows at the same time, and you'll still be close to failure. Whereas if we're doing push-ups and pull-ups, you might stop at rep 10 to 15. And the sets after that point are going to be dramatically lower. At the same time, it's a vertical pull, and certain areas like the rear delts and rhomboids may not be as effectively hit compared to inverted rows, which can be potentially problematic if the push-up is one of your primary builders, since we don't want to develop kyphotic posture of any type. So it's less balanced than push-ups and inverted rows, even though it is a time-tested, amazing combination. So what I'm saying is you will prevent imbalances from ever arising because it's literally the perfect situation. The movements closely resemble each other. We're building the opposite muscles, and the percentages are going to be on the same level. So if you have a volume and intensity day, you can easily make that separation. And what I personally do and recommend is inverted rows supersetted with push-ups after the main work. So if I did a flat bench and overhead press, my third movement might be that superset. And in this case, the repetitions might go from say 30 down to 20. So now I can smash a 3 sets of 20 or 5 sets of 20. Now, there's another thing too, right? When you do push-ups compared to a bench press, your scapula has more freedom in a sense. You can protract at the top, which is what a lot of professional calisthenics athletes recommend, and there's more serratus activation while allowing us to manipulate our hand placement a lot more. This is great on the joints. In fact, there are people who advise doing push-ups on a daily basis, grease in the groove style, to actually refine certain weak points. This is not really problematic in the long term. So we're building the beach muscles in a safe, effective way, complemented with inverted rows. What does this exercise do? Builds all the muscles associated with posture, builds up your yoke, so you look absolutely massive when you turn sideways or you turn around. You're not just this guy who looks great from the front, but it doesn't beat you down. The stimulus to fatigue ratio is excellent. You probably don't have to go weighted with this exercise, so you can get yoked with minimal resistance. It's just your body weight. You can slow down the tempo. You can do pause at the top. It's going to be challenging enough for you. So what we're talking about here is a combination that makes your body more bulletproof in a sense. You feel better after doing this, especially as a superset, which is what I recommend. So like I said, it can be done after the main work as a final accessory. It can also be used for GPP. So 12 to 24 hours after your workout, instead of doing dips and pull-ups, do push-ups and inverted rows. The intensity is lower, so you can actually do more frequency with it. And the chances of injuring your shoulder is a lot less. So it makes it a more viable combination for high-frequency systems. Alternatively, you could do this as a pre-setup, as in your warm-up. Start with push-ups and inverted rows, then go hit your weighted pull-ups and your bench press. You might feel a lot safer. If you had a little bit of achiness going into that workout, it might be gone. It's a great pre-exhaustion tool, if you will. So really, it doesn't matter how you program it. It can be done at the beginning of your workout, in the middle, or even on off days to further enhance your general work capacity. So it's a really simple video, and there's not much for me to say other than the fact that you're going to love this combination for the size and injury prevention benefits. It goes back to what I said in the first 10 seconds. So enjoy. Let me know how this serves you in the next few months, and I'll talk to you next time.